Well, it's supposed to do something else. There we are. My hair is super flat today. Good morning. Good morning. What is this supposed to do? Like this. Oh, I should have gone like that too. Well, I can't do everything. I can't remember it all. Teresa, your package is ready for pickup at the store. I don't know if I hit that or not. Sorry, that cottage cheese. I don't know if I hit that button. Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? So I left for vacation, right? This is the first time you've seen me back. I've been on in the evening. Good morning from Denmark. And so we left for vacation and I promptly got sick. I was sick the whole 2 weeks, like the whole 2 weeks. Walking down the streets of Tombstone, just blowing my nose. Was ridiculous. I'm still trying to get over it. So if you hear me doing that, I'm not trying to start an engine or a fight. It's just me. Anyhow, we just put our TikTok shop back up, and TikTok is so difficult for me. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that it should be easy, but it's not easy. And here we are. But I spent all day yesterday, and I have double the things. Yeah, this isn't it really, Melissa? Double the things in the store that we used to have, and I'm going to be going. I'm going to double it again. So we'll have up to 1,000 things in the TikTok store, which is going to be awesome. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's start the card off. The card off with a day. Should we start the damn card off with a day? Yeah. Oh, so there's a free psychic development class tomorrow night. If you guys haven't found it, go over to My Mystical Life, and it's on the front page. I think I've taken down the Sedona thing. Maybe I took it down already. I don't know. There's a free psychic development class tomorrow night. It is on Ground Center Protect. It will only be an hour class. I have to stick to that because it starts at 7, and I have another appointment at 8. I double booked myself because huzzah. Right? So, but that is going to be on Ground Center Protect tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. The link is you have to sign up for the class. I have a way to do it where you can just sign up for the class, and if you signed up for the class, I'm going to switch it over to that. But we're doing these once a month. Our first one was what being intuitive it is not. I think it's important to know what it's not before you even try to step into the whole world of being an intuitive and figuring out how to work in it, because we come in with preconceived notions and then all of a sudden we're like really like disillusioned and it doesn't work the way we thought. Really. You have an appointment. Hi, Amy. How are you? Okay. So today's card is about cycles. And we're all in a cycle, aren't we? We're all doing something to reach a goal, whether we know it or not. That when we are here on the human existence, the human plane, the human platform, the human shit show. Oh yeah, you'll be able to watch the replay, Kelly, absolutely. That we are always learning. I hope you're learning. I hope we're all learning. But I have to put this out there, and we're not all learning the same thing. And we're not supposed to. Once again, we're not all learning the same thing, and we're not supposed to. We are not supposed to look like our neighbor. We are not supposed to learn their lessons. Their life and their cycle As long as you're part of that group that's online, Kelly, that's where the videos are going to be. It's a free group. It's right next, if it's on the front page. So the human experience is beautiful. I agree, Winged Wanderer. It's beautiful in design and experience. Absolutely. The shit show that America has been in the last 2 weeks is just fucked up. That's it. That's what I have. Sorry, I used the F-bomb. I have sat back and watched this thing. You notice I haven't been online. I haven't mentioned it. I haven't said anything about it. It's been messed up. Because we are... My guides are going, you're such a primitive culture. We are full of emotion. And if that makes us primitive, then a primitive way, we're full of the emotion. It's been really bad. It really has. The second I heard about that assassination, I was like, I will tell you that this is going to weed people out of my feed. If you cannot walk the walk that you talk, bye. If you want to spread love and light and sunshine and unicorn farts everywhere, wonderful. But then if you get on my feed and you spread shit, I will not unfollow you. I won't unfriend you, but I will unfollow you because I don't need to see that. A lot of tear down and rebuild, that hurts. It does. But what I see is a society not learning. Can you guys see that with me? Okay, that's not true. I got classified today on a video. The guy didn't do it on purpose and he didn't do it to me specifically, but it was a video about those pendulum. I swear to God, he was talking about me. Pendulum swinging, purple-haired tarot reading intuitives. And he put me in a box. It's not my box. And I wanted to message him and be like, do you understand this is part of the problem? And it's not a horrible thing that he did. It's just his belief system. He's not stretching himself beyond what he's been told. And that's fine. And I had to scroll. I scrolled on by. Because the pre-spiritual part of me, pre-26 to pre-2006 was like, brrr, oh, shit. Delete. I hope there's a lot of people out there that are learning the delete button. Because just because we don't agree does not mean you need to be hurtful. It does not need to mean that you ostracize your friends or belittle other people. We're all going through a cycle. We're all learning. And for a lot of people, nobody knows my political beliefs. You know why? Because it's nobody else's damn business. That's why. But man, I have been sitting back watching the country freaking fall apart and just so sad that we can't all just decide that we have differences. And while I might not like your differences and you might not like my differences, we are on the same marble. Hi, everybody. That's my soapbox for the morning. Be mindful. That's all I ask. Is be mindful. Because you never know what somebody else is going through, especially in these moments. This was a moment that's going to go into history books. How do we want to be seen? How do we want to reflect? And yes, this is a history book moment. Oh my God, I learned things about Martin Luther King I never knew. Anybody else ever dig into Martin Luther King? What the shit? I guess it was the 60s or whatever. Good morning. Melissa says, I learned a long time ago that the more one speaks, the one less hears. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, everybody. So, respect each other, love each other for our differences. For our differences. Not hate each other for our separations. It's sad. It's sad. I'm tired of the violence. That's what I am. I'm tired of the anger. Anybody else feel like that? Get a nail in the head? It's a nail in the head. It's horrible. You're shooting yourself in your own damn foot. Run around looking like a fool. Okay. Good morning. Okay. How was everybody's, look at this, weekend? How was your weekend? I know it's Wednesday, but I'm still getting my shit together from being gone for 2 weeks. Oh, the world would be so boring, Loretta. So boring. But this was an extreme moment for learning. I've seen some of it. Get curious, not furious, right? Has anybody else seen learning? Hi, Katie Newkirk. Has anybody else seen it online? Like you see people going, I don't want to affiliate with that. Doesn't matter which side. Yeah. Woo-hoo. I actually, Shelly, stayed off social media. And I know that you know that because Shelly was in Sedona with us, and I saw you getting to read to your grandkids the other night. That's awesome. So Shelly was in Sedona with us, and we didn't have hardly any. I know every once in a while I'd pipe up with something because the Charlie Kirk thing happened directly while we were on vacation. Lovely to see everybody. Okay, here we go. Let me do my gratuitous plugs. Tomorrow night's a free class, right? Tomorrow night's a free class. You have to go to mymysticallife.com to get the Zoom link. So you have to sign up for it to get the Zoom link because in the past we've had problems. We got flashed. Anyways, so we do it within a private Zoom link. We have the the Inner Peace Symposium, Inner Peace Metaphysical Expo coming next March. If you want to get on the list for that to watch and get notifications, you can go to, you can see the link. Well, you can go to the newsletter thing there. Just click that. This whole other webpage. And what else do we have going on? Sam is going to be doing a clearance sale on Sunday. So if you guys have not been in our store or our online store or in store, know that themysticalmoons.com is also on the front page of our webpage. And he's doing a 40% off clearance, you guys. Everything that goes over his table on Sunday at 4:00 will be 40% off. Oh, Oren, I'm so sorry. I heard about the accidents. That there was 2 accidents while we were gone that were horrible in the area. I'm so sorry. Good morning, Kim. So, all those things. Yes, the clearance sale. It is an event on Facebook. You can go to the Mystical Moons on Facebook and find the event, sign up for the event, and you'll get reminders that way. Or you can sign up on the webpage and get my reminders there. But it is going to be on a Facebook Live, so it will be on this page. There we go. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a witness? We have a whole bunch of new stuff coming into the store in the next week and a half, 2 weeks. Ridiculous the amount of stuff that I just ordered. Okay. It's cute stuff. It gives me so much anxiety. I am not a shopper. I am not a shopper. I detest shopping. I just don't want to do it. Okay. Brittany, love, good morning. let's go with Becky Clark. I am, Kim. I am. If everybody could share to a friend, invite a friend, share to your feed, share to a group, whatever. Okay. Becky Clark. Becky, I'm going to talk about your root chakra. And do you meditate? I'm going to ask a question. I try not to ask questions too many times when I'm doing readings because, it's my job, right? To not ask questions, really. But do you meditate? Ever reason? I'm trying to decipher the information they're giving me. And sometimes this is, you guys, all the time is what it is trying to put puzzle pieces together and try to figure out what someone is, what their message is. And sometimes they step outside, our guides step outside my scope of understanding of what they want. Yeah, you probably should. They want you to work on your root chakra. They want you to bring a little bit more balance into life. They want you to be able to stand on solid ground and feel as if you know. Flip the script. Hey, how are you? Exactly who you are. Like, I feel like you need to dig your feet into the ground and be like, this is my opinion. This is what I want to do. I know what I want out of life. Good morning, Heather. And I know that it sounds like meditation's going to do that for me. But meditation brings you to balance. It brings you to this center calm so that you can make decisions and move forward in life more efficiently. And I hear a buzzing. That's why I know it doesn't mean anything to you really, but I got this. I need some peace in my heart. And then I had this buzzing. And what that really means for me is it's time to let go of the things that aren't serving you and start to find that center. Figure out who you are. So here's my question for you, and it's a really hard one. It is. Anybody can do this, right? Like, question yourself on this. If you were to sit there and ask yourself, who am I? How do I describe myself without the adjectives of mother, daughter, sister, brother, father, or, depending on who you are. All those things, the describers that we use to serve other people, right? Describe who you are without them. It's difficult because it's part of our identity of being a caregiver, whether we identify as a caregiver or not. We have been in some capacity in that life in one way or another in a close familial relationship, right? So how do you define yourself? And if you have a hard time doing that, it's time to figure it out. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Hi, Jansen. Hi, Adam. It is very difficult. So who we are, not what. Absolutely, Kim. Who we are, not what we do. Good morning, sassy mama. So that's what they would like you to do, is do some internal introspect and try to figure out who you are. Dig your feet into the ground and be like, this is, and when you figure it out, may not be right away, but when you figure it out, dig your feet in the ground, stand your ground, be who you are meant to be in this life, not who you're told to be. And that's what your guides want you to know. You have a lot of things to do in this life. You have a brutal guide. They're like, quit cherry picking exactly what you want to do and stay away from the things, shy away from the things that are the hard things. Don't shy away. Sorry. Of course it's a guy. Good morning, Sharon Churchill. How are you? So there we go. I hope that's helpful. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a witness? Let's see who is here. It's fun. I have TikTok over here on the left, you guys, and I have you guys on the right. And it's so interesting to see how many people pop in. This is like 10-second Toms, right? Watching, because I get to see who the name of the people that pop into the room. And then they leave. So like, nothing for me. Oh, see, I'm still in that cold area phase. Hold, please. Oh, excuse me. Billy Ann, good morning. Oh, my Lord. Malanta. At least I can breathe. Hold on. I'm not done. See, I'm waiting. Thank you. The sneezes are free. Okay. Okay. Moving on. I think. Here we go. Here we go. Vacation was lovely. Vacation was lovely. Look, what is the problem here? I gotta quit hitting buttons. Hold on. Okay, there, I got it. Vacation was lovely. We went all over. We went to Sedona. Sedona was a blast. And then after that, it was lovely getting together with everybody. It was. And the grounds on this place, you guys, the gardens were spectacular. I would recommend this facility, this place, if you're going to Sedona. It's an Airbnb. The gardens were amazing. Just paths wound through this 2 acres of, oh, it was so beautiful. But then we went to Tombstone, and then we just tooled around because we wanted to, and it was lovely. Okay, let's see. Margaret Bennett. Oh, okay. Not this deck of cards. Now I got the sniffles. That's ridiculous. Okay. We're gonna be at Paracon at Rock Island by Davenport, Illinois next weekend. Look at me. I'm like, when are we doing that? Yeah, that's next weekend. Yeah. Yes, it is. We're going over for we were invited to Paracon, which was lovely of them. And we're really excited about it. And we get to take the Oracle board to the investigation in the evening. And I'm really excited about that. Because the Oracle board, if you guys haven't seen the Oracle board, we have Gothic tea coming up in October too, by the way. For anybody that's local, we're going to do Gothic tea, and I need to get together with people for the which is dance. Okay. I know. Margaret Bennett, is this your first time here? Margaret. Rosie Francis, good afternoon. Because Tanya Lee, how are you? Okay, so Margaret Bennett. That is, what is that? That's people signing up for the free psychic development class tomorrow. And it's at 7 p.m. It's a Zoom room. We get to meet the people we talk to on here, which is always fun. And yeah, it's just a free class. It's grounding, center, protecting. And that's at 7. It will be done promptly at like, now you're new. Good luck. No. And it'll be done at 7:55 because I have an 8 o'clock tomorrow, an 8 o'clock appointment. I want to talk to you, Margaret. Oh, about feeling unbalanced. Oh my goodness. They're talking about sometimes it feels as if conversation, you, oh, okay, you've done past life. That's tomorrow night at 7. Yes. Um, talk. No change. Talk. How do we change without, how do we have all the discussions and then not get anywhere, is what they're saying. It's time to, instead, what is this? $40. Oh, wait. That's not right. Oh, no, that's not right either. Put that back. Get rid of that. Okay. It's time to start generating some action. They're like, we can talk about things, but if we don't move on them, then we don't have change, right? We don't have change if we don't create the movement. So they're saying, hey, Heidi, they're saying, what are the things that you want to change but have not happened yet? Have not happened yet. It's time to start working on that. It's like spinning your wheels in the mud, isn't it? Little things. It's the little things that build up to the big things. Sorry for the nose snuffing. Because nobody's going to be in better charge of it than you. Like, nobody's going to make the change or the movement like you will. And I think that you listen to a lot of people, you have a lot of dialogue with these people, and then they just sit there and look at you like, are you going to get this done? It's like folding the laundry. I'm one of those weird people, Heidi, that I fold the laundry as it comes out of the dryer. Like it, but it may not make it out of my laundry room right away, but it is folded. I understand. I need to declutter. It's overwhelming you. So you know what you need to do. Okay. Yeah. And clutters the mind, doesn't it? Oh my God. I'm saying that, and my office is a mess. And I sat yesterday because I couldn't get my shit together. I get overwhelmed easily. Not really easily, but I can get overwhelmed by clutter, and then I fold it on myself. So yes, time to start taking control of things. Nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to do it, right? Silly rabbit. Gonna have to do. Oh, there we. Hi, Glenn. I could not see if that tab went down. Hey, Glenn. Glenn's on TikTok. Hey, Glenn. I need a couple things printed on the 3D printer. Can I either A, get you to come over here and set up the 3D printer here, which would be optimal, or B, have you just print it and show me what I need to do, what I need to buy. I don't know. I've not used it before. I have over at Bill's, but it's been in mothballs, as is a lot of Bill's stuff has been in mothballs. And maybe you can go through some of the electronics and see if there's anything in there that you weren't. I know that there was a brand new PS something in there. Cat, I'm not a cat person. And you're not my cat. But can't, because I can't plug my, well, start rewiring the basement. There's nothing hooked up that you can't just rewire it, and then you have your dad plug it in. But can you come over here and set one up? The one that works. Okay. Okay, I hope that's helpful, Margaret. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? No, it's not. Not if you're stringing new electric wire to the plugs and then let your dad hook it up. Loretta, I think you have to sign up. I have to set this up as a different way, and I have to do some more research on it. So yeah, you have to sign up to get the Zoom link, unless you've gotten it. Thank you, Rosie. It's lavender. It's not my spool of wire. Remember that reading I just did about time to take things in your own hand and do it yourself? Copper ain't cheap. No, it's not. Okay. I think that today is the day that when I go to the shop, I think I'm going to make a pendant. I need to get my desk working, my silver desk. I think today I'm going to work on a piece of jewelry. I don't know though, because my nails are really long and I'm trying to keep them long for Halloween. Well, not really long, but they're long enough. And if I do that, I'm probably going to burn my fingernails. I don't know. Anyways, okay. Appreciate you too, Margaret. Okay. Let's see. Let us go with, I have a desk made of silver. Let's smack you, Glenn. Come closer. Rebecca Whitehead. It is a creative day. I need to sit down and take time, Heidi. Actually, I need to check and see if some people found some stuff on information. A silver wolf. I have made a silver wolf in the past. It sold so quickly. If anyone local in here, the Rib Fest is Saturday. Don't miss the chance for multiple readers. Yes, Flip the Script is right. Sam is going to be in-store reading on Saturday, as well as Christine and Jesse. And I don't know if Jansen and Adam are coming in and having fun too and reading. I have no idea. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Okay, Rebecca Whitehead. She's like, I'm right here. I do. I love Halloween too. But really I need these things printed, Glenn. I don't have enough clay or a firing kiln here to sculpt what I need. So I really do need these things 3D printed. So if we could come together on that, that would be great. Okay. Poor Rebecca. She'll like, stay right here. Stay here with me. Let's do this. I want to talk to you about, I love Halloween. But see, with the retail store, now we have to bleed over from Halloween to over into Christmas. And I have so much fun planned for Christmas. But the other thing is, who's local? Anybody local to us on here that wants to be part of the witches dance in the parade? Because I need some people and I need to post about it. Okay. Here we go. Rebecca, I'm right here. I'm right here. I want to sing. You're local. Are you going to dance in the parade with us, Glenn? I absolutely love it. Oh, Brandy, bring it, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have to set up Blossom. Who's Blossom? Is that Megan? So I know that I have, let me write this down because I don't want to forget who I'm talking to. So you want to talk about clutter? My desk is clutter. Okay. Clutter. I have to have this in my head. I know. Wouldn't it be fun though? So I have Heather, Brandy Vale, Megan. I know I have Jansen. I think I have Jesse, but I have to double check that. You know what I would really love to do? I have not forgotten you. I swear I have not forgotten you. What I'd really like to do is dress Adam up as Zoltar in a box and set him out front. Like, I want to do this. I love the Zoltar boxes. And I think it would be fabulous. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Here we go. Rebecca Whitehead. I want to talk to you about all the really cool things that you have coming up. And I hear poor Ed. No, I think it would be awesome if somebody can find me an actual Zoltar. I'm on board. Like, I'm on board. I want one. But anyhow, for the witch's walk, I thought it would be hysterical to put somebody in a Zoltar box and scare the shit out of people as they walk by, right? And then just throw a card at them and let them be happy. Adam, am I not? Am I right? Am I right? How easy would this? Who has a refrigerator box? Let's make this. Okay. Okay. Back to Rebecca. Rebecca, I want to sing. That's what I want to do when the first thing as I see your name. I want to sing. I want to bring out so Adam, I gotta come back to this. There are, and normally when I hear somewhere over the rainbow, I'm like, okay, you're gonna be able to go this way, you're gonna go this way, and they want you to choose the right way, right? The harder way, the softer way. But here's what I gotta tell you. I don't want to choose any of those ways. I don't want to. I want to sing and I want to go up. I want to work upward. And to me, that means this is the weirdest way for them to put this, but I get this angel connection for you. They're like, let's work with the divine. Let you vibrate much higher than some of the people around you. And you probably feel that because they want to come in and they want to talk to you and they want to give you all their shit. They want to tell you blah, 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 blah. And then you walk away and you're feeling worse about it because now you're an empath, right? You're an empath and you understand their issues and they let you have them and then they feel better. But they want you to learn to let go of that stuff, drop all the things that don't serve you emotionally because most of it isn't yours. And sometimes you may feel batshit crazy because you feel like you have so much emotion going on in your head. Okay. Right? Here we go. So they're like, first of all, you need to work with Archangel Raphael. You need some soothing of the soul, some calming and some healing energy for yourself. And you need to be able to bring it in and hold on to it and not let it be a fleeting thing. So calling on Archangel Raphael is going to help you find some peace in your soul. And also there's an ancestor or somebody that's passed away that wants to work with you. See, I immediately go into the rock here. And this rocking here, this is somebody going, I need you to know that I have you at all times. You are protected and you are loved. They hold you all the time. I'm trying to figure out because they're like this. And I'm like, what do? You grab her hand? Do you touch her shoulder? What do you do? They're like, no, we hold her in our sacred spirit. Love it. All the time. And they want you to have that knowledge. That's all. They want you to know that you're cared for from the other side. You're never alone. And when you feel like you've hit a brick wall, all you have to do is step back and reevaluate your path. You are incredibly in tune with angelic energies. And you don't get to hear me say this very often. They know you, like you know them. On the other side, when you're in life between lives and you're doing your healing, which is very brief for you because you're a very old soul, they're like, you know us. We talk. We talk about the mechanisms of the human experience and how to best navigate it and how to best learn lessons. You've set up a lesson learning lifetime. So when the things seem extreme and when the experiences seem like they're just too much, it is okay to hermitize. They're showing me the hermit cards. They're like, it's okay to go inward. It's okay to step away from people. Don't feel judged for that. Okay? Don't feel judged for that. We need our quiet time. Shut the TV off, shut the radio off, and find your quiet space. It is so rejuvenating for you. But work with Archangel Raphael first, please. Call him in. It's just as simple as saying, please bring me in some healing, some love, and some light. Fill my spaces with healing energy and move forward from there. And then ask, where do I go from here? To them. Ask him, who do I see next? What angel should I go to next? Because you know them. You know them. Interesting. I know. Zoltar would be like, look, Glenn, I do want Zoltar. I do. I've wanted him for a long time. That's why when we go someplace and we see the Zoltar machines, I get pictures. Say I'm with the Zoltar. You're very, very welcome, Rebecca. You're very welcome. Okay, moving on. Moving on. So we are doing a Harry Potter theme, which sounds very generic for the Witch's Brew, but it isn't. It isn't. Okay. We have 400 witches going through our store in 3.5 hours on the evening of the 9th. So, what are they there for? Alcohol. They're there for the alcohol. And unfortunately, they've hit probably 10 places before us. So that means they've had at least 10 shots of alcohol before they get to us. And after us, they have another 10 or 20 to 10 or 15 to do. So yes, Heather's going to be McGonagall. It is going to be so much fun, but I'm still trying to put some things together, which is why I need Glenn. That cat is on crack. Why I need Glenn to do some 3D printing for me. But we are going to have a blast. We always do. The spirits. So, yeah. Anyhow, off we go. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? The booze. It is always a great time. I need to flip the shop. I have so many new things coming into the store in the next 2 weeks that I have been putting them in before they get here so that I can just hit and put out, the tag. So it's on the store right away. So exhausting. Onward. Don't forget tomorrow night at 7:00 is the free psychic development class, Ground Center Protect. There is no sales spiel at the end of it. I'm doing it because I love to do it. I think we should all realize how incredible we are. It is between 7 and 7:55 because I have an 8:00 appointment. So it is only an hour tomorrow night. But we will do a grounding, center, and protecting meditation, and as well as talk about why they're so important on each level. And that will move us on to our next class. After that will be probably spirit guides, talking about spirit guides. And you can always watch the replays. Anyways, moving on. Okay. Dum 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 Star Trek. Don't ask me why. Let's go with Winged Wanderer this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Loriana MC, good morning. Okay. I have a lot of people that you guys don't see probably. So I have a bunch of feeds coming in at one time. This will be recorded, yes. So I have a bunch of feeds coming in at one time. So if you don't see somebody on your feed, just know that they're on another feed. So, okay. Winged Wanderer, I called. Winged Wanderer. Okay. Are you still here? Okay. So I have Heather, Brandy Vale, Megan Blosser, Jansen, and probably Jessie. And I'm assuming Jessie's daughter as well. I need to get that set up for practice. So we are going to have so much fun for the Christmas parade or the Halloween parade. We will also have the wagon there. So we'll be pulling the wagon behind the truck so that we don't have to always just be out there dancing and shit. I'm great at multitasking. Oh my God. Way too much multitasking, Heidi. Trust me. So we will not just be dancing and dancing. Okay, it said I joined, so I'll just wait for the link. Okay. I don't know, Teresa. If you don't get a link before tomorrow afternoon, like 3, let me know, okay? Winged Wanderer. This is a difficult one. Why? The energy feels off. I feel like I'm so sorry to say this. I feel like this is the calm before the storm. Like there's something going on in the background that's not being discussed as much as it should be. And it feels like a blister. Like there's going to come a time when there's going to be things that have to be dealt with. And you don't want to have to do it, but it creates a disarray in life. It takes things out of the natural sync, right? So they're like, even though it's not being discussed, even though it's kind of like a little swept under the rug, we're not talking about it. The less we talk about it, the less problems we have. We have to figure out which hill we want to die on, right? I will let you know about Megan. I will put a post out and message you guys specifically with a group chat so that we have an idea of when we can get together. I will do that today. So Winged Wanderer, if you don't know what this is yet, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about per se. It's just saying there's some things that are not being discussed. I know this doesn't look like maybe there's some things that are not being discussed. It doesn't look like this in the cards. It's just the energy that comes with it. But when things start to break loose and you start to go, oh, I didn't even realize there was a problem there. You'll notice because you're aware. You'll notice the energy shift. You'll notice things feel more smooth. Your days will go smoother. And new things are going to start popping into your life in prosperity. Like since the underlying energy changes, all of a sudden, the intentions in life change as well. And then all of a sudden these new prosperity things start coming in. And I'm not saying it is money. I'm saying it's joy. It is a freer feeling in the shoulders as well. Like, I don't know if you carry your tension in your shoulders, but I want my shoulders to be super tight. And they're like, all of a sudden your shoulders drop and you're like, oh, this is it. I got this. This is great. I love this. And you're going to move forward and you're going to feel satisfied. I don't know what this is about. And if you don't know what it's about, that's okay too. Because sometimes when we have things that we don't want to work on, we don't want to irritate other people, we don't want to start a fight, we don't want to start an argument, we don't want to be called judgy, we don't want to do any of those things. So what we do is we hold our tongue and we don't say a damn thing and nothing changes. So they're saying when that starts to break loose, you're going to notice that things start to take an upward swing for you. And to everybody involved. I hope that's helpful. Because it comes with a feeling. Absolutely. Okay. Onward. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Katie Newkirk, 873. Are you still over there on TikTok? We never change things by being quiet. So I'm really mouthy. Oh wait, I have a good heart, but this mouth. Okay. I went to the chiropractor, Heidi. And he went to pull on my leg, and I went, don't pull that leg. Because it still hurts a little bit. Like, don't pull that leg. He's looking at me like, I'm serious. Anyhow. Okay. Let's see there. Okay, so let's do this. It's such a good shirt. It's so true. No, it's funny, Heidi. I think it's funny, but I got up. It's like, how'd you hear that I fell up a step? Oh, shit. Okay. But did I die? Okay. Absolutely not. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is, I'm supposed to pull my, like, I know. I was like, what are you doing? And I laughed. Oh, I do that in extreme moments sometimes. What I was doing was laying there and evaluating whether I should get up or not. You know, as you get older, this shit happens. It does. We lay there and we evaluate whether we should get up. And I would love to have one, like a weight loss goal of, I want to ride my horses. Like I have one, she's super bitch, but I think I could ride her just fine. She's really a bitch though. But she's a kid's horse. Isn't that crazy? Like she will place in the ring under judges with kids on her, like hell won't have it. The judges love this horse, but she's such a witch. I don't know why. I've never ridden her. I have people that do that, but I would love to have that as a goal for weight loss. But then I'm like, have you ever had that cramp? Have you ever had that cramp in your hip? Like you're doing something stupid and you get a cramp in your hip? Have you ever thrown a leg over a saddle after you ain't been in the saddle for years and that happened? You about damn fall off the horse and you look like a moron. Now, I have spent a lot of hours in a saddle, but I don't want to fall off just because I have a cramp in my hip. I'll have to keep a blanket and a pillow. I had somebody ask me the other day, they knew we had done that investigation. So she owns the house of, is it Kyling in Hamler. So if you guys are looking to do a paranormal investigation, I had somebody ask me the other day how the investigation went. And I went, they went, was it haunted? And I went, yeah, it was really, really cool haunt. A lot of communication, intelligent communication, and usually you get a lot of residual, but there was a lot of kegling. I wanted to put an A in there for some reason. And you guys can look it up online, the House of Kegling, and it's Kegling. And it's a bowling alley in Hamler, Ohio, and very intelligent communication. Yeah, it was a question and answer. It didn't care so much for the K. Well, no, it did use the REM pod, but it liked the K2 a little bit more, I think. So that was interesting. I had a blast right up until like those last 10 minutes when we all started falling like dominoes. Last group had good cameras and it was also crazy. Good. I'd love that for you. Yeah. I love draft horses too, Kelly, but we can't, for some reason, draft horses don't do well here. I don't know why. I know it sounds stupid. But the last 3 draft horses we have had here, like one we found dead in the stall. You ever try getting a draft horse out of a stall in a barn? Anyhow, so the cat balls, yeah. Like the cat balls too. Absolutely. So you guys can look that up online. Absolutely. Yeah, well, it happens. It's farm. It's farm. Anyhow, we're not talking about the losses we're going to have this year because we're going to have a couple. It's the hard parts, right? Good morning, Ashley. Are you at work this morning? You're at work, right? Right? What do you do with the horse when it dies? You have a backhoe. Our son's trying to get our backhoe going right now. We have an older mare that I need to give some peace to. Anyhow, moving on. Okay. He wanted to cremate it because he's making cremation pendants. So he does glass blowing, and he has just started doing. He did one for Ashley the other day, and it turned out so beautiful. He is doing ashes and pendants, and they're turning out so beautiful. And he puts these this glitter in there with it, and it just does this most beautiful thing. And I need to have him do Bill and Jim, but I just haven't done it yet. So, but he has, oh yeah, he's doing a great job. It is quite beautiful. Good morning. Okay. Kelly, did I call? Who did I call? Who did I call? Did I call somebody? Did I call somebody? Because now I don't remember. They're not diamonds. No, so what he does is he takes molten glass and he puts the ashes in the glass and then he twists it, and it is stunning. It just turns it into this corkscrew of glitter. I called Katie. I thought I did Katie already. It turns it into this corkscrew of really pretty stuff. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, this is from Melissa Goins. I'm supposed to pull you a card, Melissa. I'm so sorry. Just a card. I'm supposed to pull you a card. Love having a piece of my mom with you all the time. It turned out so pretty. Actually, he worked really hard on that for you. Like, I know you saw him working on it a little bit, but he was like so pleased that it turned out so well. Melissa, slow your roll. It's time to slow your roll a little bit and think about things. Don't make any like jump decisions. Don't make any I have to do it decisions. There's something that's going on in life or will be going on in life where you're gonna be called to make and I almost want to say financial decision, but they're gonna be like, just sit back and think about it for a minute. It does. Ashley says so. Richie, Ashley, of course, is our daughter-in-law, and her mother passed away several years ago, and Richie made a pendant for her, and she says it looks like a little piece of outer space in your hand. Isn't it so cool though? It is really cool. Anyways, Melissa, don't make any rash decisions. Don't make any jump decisions. Just sit back and think about it. And when someone pushes you to make a decision, be like, you know what? If I rush, I feel like I'm going to miss something. And that's what I feel like will happen. You miss a detail and then you'll have to go back and go either retract and do again, or you'll have to just pull back totally from that. So I hope that's helpful. They're like, don't make any jump decisions. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop? Doc Tyler. Doc Tyler. Hello, hello. Kali Haya. Is it Kali Haya? Hey, Curtis. I figured it was a Tyler. Hey, Curtis. How are you? We miss you. We do. We should try to get down to Florida. Same thing working myself. Well, we had 2 weeks off, but we were business too. So, other side of the country and all. Other side of the country. Sharon Churchill. Let go of the stress and all the things will come. They're like, you can't worry about the lack, is what they say. You cannot worry about the lack, Sharon. You have to let go of all of that crap. it doesn't settle in the mind well anyways. All it does is attract more lack, right? Because the more you find the reasons to be happy, the happier you'll become. The more reasons you find to be joyous and overlook the things that somebody else might have, or and not that you are coveting either, but they're like, hey Renee, they're like, it's okay to find the happiness in the little things, because that's how you compound the big things, right? And don't be so still in your decisions. Be flexible. Okay. Look. They're like, be flexible. I know that that's not what the card says, right? We also have our, we have pet ashes. He's put ashes of fern into a pendant. So we have pet ashes and parent ashes, and I'm glad you understand, Sharon. So glad you understand. All right, everybody. Give me a whoop whoop. Tricked you, didn't I? I have a whoop whoop. Can I get a witness? That was new. This goes to Lorianne MC. Lorianne MC. Not this one. Who is the Star Trek for this morning? Yep, trust what you'll have what you need when you need it, and it will always be there. Lorianne. So if you guys are new, please follow the feed. Please share the feed. I guess I got chastised by Glenn earlier on TikTok. I didn't say please share the feed. We have expanded our TikTok shop. I'm working on our TikTok shop. It has been the bane of my existence for a while, and but I'm working on that now. Gives me a twitch. Okay, Lorianne, are you still here? I feel like I have a mosquito over here. Okay. We are all in space today. Yes. Okay. Lorianne, I want to do a past life. I'm trying to figure it out. So what I have is a little bit different. This is a, gosh, I'm even going to stretch for a time frame. Late 1700s, early 1800s is where I'm going here. Okay. Yay, Sharon. How exciting. Congratulations. So I'm going late 1700s, early 1800s. I actually am given like the date 1829. That's a date they give me, and I don't usually get a whole lot of dates. You'll take Doctor Who for the win. So I want to talk about indigenous population. This is absolutely America. This is North America, 100%. I'm not saying USA. I'm saying North America. And there is, and I can tell you that I feel the pressure to perform. I feel as if like there's a cooperation, and I want to say it's with the French. I am not a history person, okay, but they give me the impression of someone. I know it sounds weird. Speaking French, and this indigenous male, okay, this indigenous male, And I hear First Nation. Wow. They say First Nation. So I'm going to take this up north, further up into Canada. All right. So I'm going to take this up into Canada. And this First Nation person was helping find somebody. They were helping find somebody. Because they're like, look here. They're pointing to the ground. They're like, look, so this person's a tracker. They're like, look here. This is evidence that they've been here. They went that way. So they were working in conjunction with the French to track somebody down. Now, why are they showing us this particular moment? You're having a lot of trouble figuring out TikTok. TikTok is not, no, it's not friendly. It is the Canadian region, absolutely. So they're talking about he went that way, this person went that way, but it wasn't just one person, it was a bunch of people. They're like, there's a bunch of people that went that way, and they were smart. So I'm going to say that this person is tracking other indigenous population, other people, because the tracks should have been more, and he's having to search for tracks. Okay, there should have been a lot more tracks. Wow, this is they're very full of information on this. So they're like, there should have been a lot of tracks, but he's having to search for tracks. So it's people that know how to hide where they've been. And he's like, but they went that way. And his heart is so heavy. His heart is so heavy. He's like, he knows that when he points them in that direction, he has signed their death warrant. And he feels like a coward. And he feels as if he has failed. But I don't really feel like I think there's some pressure. Like I said, there's some pressure to perform. I feel like there were family members that were in danger, or there was his family was in mortal danger. Like they were like, you are either going to help us or we are going to XYZ. Okay. So it wasn't oh, I love the French. Let me help the French. It was, I have to do this, or those that yes, this is a past life, Loriana. This is absolutely a piece of your soul that has been in a past lifetime. I say past life, they're all happening at the same time, blah, blah, blah. We could get into that, but we're not going to. So this is a burden on this person. This weighs really, really heavy on their heart because they know what they're doing. They're aware. And they have to weigh the who do I save? They're having to weigh the who do I save? Because he knows that if he sends them over there, those people are gone. But if he doesn't, then his people are gone. And they have him. I mean, they just have him. And this young man, he's exhausted. He is so tired. And he talks about being tired of the blood. He shows me blood. He says, I'm so tired of the blood. But he goes like this, and he's like, the blood I don't want on my hands is my family. The blood I don't want is my family. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you that this seems like a moment where he shows people where they go, and then they go, oh, thank you so much. And they pat him on the back and they send him home. But that is not where I'm going with this. Unfortunately, I feel like this is very, very, and it's not a passing moment yet, because they have to find their people first. He has not outlived his usefulness yet. But I do believe that this is an extermination. It wasn't a, oh, you're the same, and if you help us find, then you'll get to live a bountiful life. This guy was grasping at straws, trying everything he could do to keep them alive, him and his family alive. But I feel like that they were part of the mass removal. So it didn't matter what they said to him. It was a lie. It was a lie. So that eventually ended up being a futile effort to help those that he loved. No, not dark. This person was actually doing the very, very best they could. And I have to tell you that a lot of these past lives, they ended graphically because we didn't live the way we live now. Okay. It's not dark. This person absolutely loved greatly. And what they were doing was out of love. So that's a way to look at it. But they're also, they come across with these lives for a reason. They don't just say, hey, this good morning. They don't just say, hey, we're going to drop this in your lap and there's no lesson to learn from this. They're saying there's always patterns that we sacrifice ourselves for those. And would be the one here. We sacrifice ourselves for the ones we love, right? And at what point do we have to step back and say they have to learn on their own, or they have to, you were an Indigenous person. Yes. We identify patterns, like I will lay down my life for XYZ, right? But make sure we're doing it for all the right reasons. Make sure we're being there for the people that really need us to be there. Makes sense to you? I'm glad it does, because it sounds like a dark life, but it really, really isn't. This person was doing everything he was doing out of love. And the other side of that was not the best of intentions. Hey, Bobby, how are you? So I hope that's helpful. And they're like, just see some correlation and always know who to trust. Well, try to figure out who to trust. Okay. With that, you guys, I am out of here. I have to head off and do some work for the day. So before I go to work for the day. All right. I know, right, Brian, Renee? Right. Okay. Everybody have a lovely afternoon. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. And I will talk to you guys later.